Here are 5 of my favorite antiques. This is an 1870s casket plaque, and it is to commemorate the life of Deliverance Wheeler, who died April 7th of 1872. And he was 62 years, 10 months, and 8 days old. There is some lovely filigree all around the corners. So I saw this piece at an antique store for quite some time, and I just felt a connection to it. I felt like I had to have it, and it ended up going on sale. And so I finally brought Deliverance home, and I keep him up there on my shelf, and he has his own little stand. I did find out that he's buried really far away from Pennsylvania, so still don't know how he ended up here, but I'm very, very grateful that I get to take care of him. It's not an Antiques Favorites without talking about Chippy. So Chippy is my favorite little dolly, and the reason I call him Chippy is because his paint chips off all the time. And I think one of my favorite little things about Chippy is how his arms were put back on with tape. Same with his legs. Long ago, I can imagine maybe a grandma repairing him like my grandma did with my little teddies, sewing their little parts back on. So I think Chippy. Is that your real name? Is your real name Theodore? Is your new name Chippy Theodore? I like it. Anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. Let's move on to the next one. So this is the portrait of James and Jane Patton, and they both died in the 1870s. Apparently this was found in an old barn. That's all I really know about it, but I got a heck of a deal on this at an antique shop, and I couldn't believe it because I love these bubble portraits, and I have never seen one that has a black frame like this and that orange background. It definitely gives major spooky vibes. The reason I know their names is because someone kindly put their names on the back of this, and I just love them so much. I actually located where James and Jane are buried, and I found their Find a Grave page, and it's on my bucket list to eventually visit them, leave some flowers, and pay my respects to the people that are in the portrait that watch me sleep every night. Probably want to get on their good side, right? So I'm gonna be honest, most of my favorite antiques are pictures of dead people, and I thought I would ease you guys in slowly if you're new around here, and maybe you don't want to see postmortems. So another favorite of mine is this gorgeous hand mirror, and it has Cupid on the front, and on the back it actually has Cupid's arrow. So this is another one of those ones that I saw at an antique store for the longest time and finally got a deal on. So if you see an item sitting there and it's been there for a while and you notice that, you can kind of use that to your advantage to try to make a deal. But there are some shops where they're like, no, the price is firm, you cannot negotiate, but it honestly never hurts to ask. So here's my last favorite I'm going to be sharing today. I feel like maybe I shared more than 5 objects, but honestly, guys, it's really hard for me to pick favorites because there are so many things in my collection I just love so much, and they're so cool. And this is definitely one of them. So I actually found this at a shop in Gettysburg, and it is like this paperweight style portrait, and there's a little stand on the back. And here's what the lady looks like. I have never seen one like this. Like, I have some paperweights that have pictures inside, and there are like a similar style to this of portraits that are like on a enamel with a little stand, but I have never seen one like this. If you have, please let me know. And if you guys want to see more of my collection, if you want to see educational videos about some of these objects, let me know. And if you want me to do another favorites video, because the list just goes on, let me know in the comments section down below. Let me know what your favorite was. And if you found anything neat recently, I would love to hear about it. That's all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay spooky.